All right, guys, coming from you from the grill here. I got my food going for this evening. Blackstone, best purchase I've ever made in my entire life. But I've been seeing a lot of people with concerns and questions about their scans or at the midpoint. So I just wanted to address it right away. I didn't want to wait until I got to the gym tomorrow morning to tackle that. So I figured I'd talk to you while I'm grilling. First off, we're halfway through the challenge. Some people have had some amazing results in 3 weeks. And I'm not just talking about weight loss. I'm talking about how much better they feel. They talk about their sleep's better. They're more productive. They have more energy. Those are all massive wins. It's not just about the scale or it's not just about the StyQ scan. Those are just a couple tools that we use to measure progress. With that being said, though, we still have 3 more weeks left to go. So for those who feel like they haven't quite gotten it down yet, they still may be struggling, they haven't been as successful as they wanted to be, and sorry I'm pointing my tongs at you, we still got a lot of work left to do, all right? We're halfway through. It's either uphill or downhill. You make the decision. For those that have it in gear and are doing great, ride the momentum train. For those who haven't started off hot, I've got people that have lost a decent amount of weight in 3 weeks. Now, again, that shouldn't be your main priority, but it should fall in line with everything else we have. But there's still time to be very successful within this challenge. And what I consider successful with the challenge is learning habits and traits and understanding food and macros and calories and how to inquire that into your everyday life to do it forever. I'm not saying we have to sit there and weigh every ounce of meat that we have, but the idea is after you get through a 6-week challenge, you go a week or two eating whole quality foods for the majority, 80-90% of your diet should be whole quality foods, which I'll have that video coming out here in the next week. I'm really diving down. It's going to be probably 45 minutes, an hour long video, but I will think it'll give you a grasp on how to eat the rest of your life. But anyway, you live a little bit and then all of a sudden we use the scale as one tool to sit there and be like, oh, I jumped up 4 pounds. Maybe I should tailor it back in. Maybe I should measure this next week and get back on track. That's life. It's going to be ups and downs. We're going to have to monitor things at certain times, and that's just the way life goes because I've been doing this challenge and I've lost more weight on this challenge than I care to express just because I eat everything that's in sight. I eat what's on the kids' plates. I eat what's over on my wife's plate. And that's after I've eaten my entire plate. With this challenge, I'm not doing that. And simply by not even switching out foods but watching my caloric intake, I've dropped. And again, unintentionally. That wasn't my game plan of this. It was just a little more of an accountability thing. Plus, I need to learn it from the other side. But it's tools like that make the difference. Anyway, back to my main point of the scan. Some people have questioned, like, their body fat percentage. One, we're not going to get six-pack abs in 6 weeks. If you didn't have six-pack abs coming into this, you're more than likely not going to get them in 6 weeks. It's just the way the body works. It takes months, if not years, to sculpt those, okay? So don't get discouraged because you haven't lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks. We didn't put it on overnight. We're not going to take it off overnight, okay? We just want to be consistent and keep our muscle tissue is the name of the game, okay? But with that, some people say, I've lost weight, I lost inches, and I went up in body fat percentage. The StyQ is not the most accurate when it comes to body fat percentage. It is incredibly accurate on your circumference measurements, and that's why we use it. It goes off of an algorithm that's going off a StyQ, or not a StyQ, going off a DEXA, which is incredibly accurate on your body fat percentage. But they took a study of like 200,000 people, came up with certain measurements that fit into the realm of certain body fat percentages, and that's what they use. So, for instance, I lost a drastic amount off my waist. My legs gained a little bit, and my arms stayed the way they were. Lost a little bit of weight, and I went up on body fat percentage. That's because that algorithm is off. Now, again, it's just as consistent as if you've ever done like an InBody scan at like S2 or anything like that. Those are just inconsistent as the same. I'm actually working on something with a DEXA. Unless anybody has a spare $300,000 they'd like to invest to put a DEXA in the back room, I'll sit down and have dinner with you and we can talk. But other than that, don't get too discouraged by those numbers. How do your clothes feel? How do you feel? Again, are you sleeping better? Are you more energy throughout the day? Are you more productive? That's all keys to success within this program, guys. So I just wanted to break that down a little bit. Didn't want people to get discouraged for certain things. Keep doing what you're doing. The program works. I guarantee it. Reach out if you have any questions, guys, and let's make this second half of this challenge just as successful as this first half. If you felt like you've been left behind and you were struggling the first 3 weeks, we got 3 more weeks to go. If you feel like you've done great these 3 weeks and you've got 3 more to go, keep the train rolling and we'll keep working on it, guys. All right?